Hello, hello.
No,
hello,
you got to do it like Tony. Well, hello.
Well, hello there.
He's awesome.
Hey.
I love Tony's intros.
Hello there.
There you go.
Ah,
There it is.
on
It's the best thing
point.
ever.
That is. Welcome, everybody, to Inside the Booth. Another episode of the ReView, the best geek talk show on the interwebs.
Wait.
This is like The View, but better.
We have a purpose. We have a
We have a
reason for
purpose.
existing.
Exactly. Geek talk and other stuff, too. So welcome everybody. We got Uncle Mike on here. Hello, Uncle Mike. We got Whitey
Hey,
Wicked
Uncle Mike.
Workshop. Hey, Whitey. You're supposed to be here, but we understand. We got
Or
Dax
do we?
Morgan. Or do we? That's right. Dax, how you doing? We got Aedo's wife, BC Morin. How are you? Got Kelly D. What's up, Kaylee?
Hello.
I said
Hey,
Kelly.
Kaylee.
That's Kaylee D.
I was like, who is Kelly?
I was
D?
supposed
Kelly. And we got Space Six, I guess. I love the show. We keep bashing those shows. They are just going to stop first world problems. Not sure what that means, but
Hey, Dan, by the way, just
Yeah.
disclaimer here. I can't read the comment section. So tonight, you on your own when it comes
I'm
to
on my own.
names.
That means I have to
You're on
put
your
it on the screen so my friends can read it for me. Aedo and
own. I
Tony
will
and
help
Phil.
you out as best as I can since I am technologically crippled this evening.
Right. We got Jake. He says, David.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Jake from State Farm.
State Farm, that's what I thought too.
from
We've
State
had
Farm.
Jake from Farm State before on the channel.
That's it. Now, hey, everybody, we have Wes Tank in the house. What's up, Wes?
Tank?
Hey,
We interviewed him not too long ago, and that was a fun interview. He makes
It was.
kid rap rhymes or whatever it's called, and it's
I'm
a lot of
noticing a
fun.
theme
Stuff
though,
is fun.
Dan. Last
that?
time Wes was on our channel, I also had to resort to using my phone. Maybe it's
Oh,
Wes.
man.
I think it's Wes.
No, I don't think it is.
Just kidding.
I know you are. So what's up, everybody? Welcome, and hey, don't forget we got merchandise, merchandising.
Merchandise.
We got koozies to keep your
Koozies.
drinks cozy.
Cozy.
We got mugs like Phil
Mugs.
is holding up, and here's a nice little video for you guys to be interested in, because I don't have to talk all the time.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
jokes, and thank you.
And it is beautiful, everybody. Go to www.insidethebooth.tv.com/shop and get yourself some good, awesome stuff if you like what we do here. It helps us.
And who wouldn't like what we do here? We do amazing things here. We do rumbles, reviews, talk shows. I mean, girls' night. We are the whole package of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And who
And more
else
to
can
come.
say that they have a AI with us tonight?
That's right. The whole package. That's what I said.
We got Oye is on here.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
watching, but might not be on for long. Sorry if you're lurking in the background too, you guys. Wes did say sorry if it was him. Just to
That's right,
let you
Wes.
know.
I gotta hold you accountable. I gotta hold somebody accountable, you know.
All right, so
Right.
tonight we are going to talk about the beautiful series called Kenobi. It's about Obi-Wan Kenobi and his journey from in between what happened in episode 3 up to, isn't it supposed to be up to episode 4?
10 years later, I think it is.
Yeah.
After
Yes, 10
orders.
years before episode 3, and 10 years before episode 4. 9 years.
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Phil.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fill in for the interruption. Yes, thank you. Rick.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
So we have with us today Aedo from FabWorks. He's always with us. He's one of our hosts now. Obviously, Dreaming Tabitha. We have
That's right.
Tony from Docking Bay 327. Go check out his stuff. He's got some great stuff actually. And we got Phil, TMNT. Phil, you know, he's our little
He's
brother.
Phil.
He's
He's
kind of a
just Phil.
normie now. So
Yeah, I'm a normie now, and I'm the one. See, Tabitha wasn't enough. They needed someone to give Dan and David a hard time.
Oh.
Okay, me.
That's
Trust me, I'm enough.
That's true.
What?
No, Phil. See, it's you and I. You and I are the token people on our show. That's what it is.
Oh.
We're here for
Oh
diversity.
yeah, says she wants to hear about this show without watching it. So she's glad. You're glad you're here, huh? I bet you are.
Oh, okay, I can give you like at least half of the episode right now. Done.
Okay. Not really, but okay.
Not really. Just an excuse to solve my lightsaber.
If you mean loud noises without proper context, then yes.
You nailed it.
See, Tabitha gets me. She gets me.
Aaron's the only one. But you
I
nailed
had,
it.
I had to reach for the stars on that one.
But yeah, if you haven't watched Kenobi, this is not the show for, because you're gonna get the spoilers are gonna be disgusting here. So
yeah, spoilers are gonna be great. So this is gonna be full of spoilers. We're gonna talk about the good and bad. It's probably gonna be mostly bad, but you know, maybe there's some good.
You never know.
I think there is a little bit of good. And we like to focus on some of the better stuff in life. So, you know, but of course, we don't know what Tony's take is on this, but we're going to like to bash on this probably tonight a little bit. So what do you think, Aedo?
I don't know, man. Let me tell you, I enjoyed the Kenobi.
Oh, see, look at that!
It was out of this world. I loved it. I thought it was. They need to make more stuff like it.
See, look at that. Even now, there's some
100%.
What is it about the show that makes you think they need more of this kind?
The way it was done, everything about it. From the plot, from the filming to everything.
The filming was good, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was well done. Yeah, the only thing was obviously one of the sister was she was like, you know, kind of whiny all the time.
Oh my gosh!
But even that, she was in her character and it still worked. I mean, I think everything. I think start to finish, excellent, well executed. I haven't seen a Star Wars stuff like this in quite some time. I thought it was nice to see it.
Oh, cool. Better than Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands down.
Well, fun fact, because I just love to say this whenever I get the chance. Since Dan brought the character up, I met one of the actors who played Boba Fett.
Of course, you know, it wouldn't be Inside the Booth featuring Phil without him mentioning that he, in fact, one time did meet one of the actors from the prequel series. Much like in the way that it wouldn't be an episode of Inside the Booth without Dan saying, "When I lived in Florida."
We got JT Gunter. What's up, JT? We got Timon Flip FLP. What's up, Timon?
JT's launching his own YouTube channel tomorrow night.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, JT is. That's right. He's starting his own YouTube channel called Late Night with Cap. Nice.
Should be good.
All right. So how are we gonna start this, and who's gonna start? I think Aedo already started. He liked the show, and he thought it was wonderful. I did like the props and most of the costumes. I didn't really like. I didn't like the sister's costume. It looked kind of cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was that just my eyes, or was it my TV, or?
Oh no!
I mean, it looked cheap, didn't it?
I thought people were saying that too.
I mean, I thought it did.
I don't
I
think
guess
that
Aedo
the
didn't really look at
design.
it that deep.
I don't think the design itself was bad. I don't like the material that they used. I feel like there's a
Right.
difference there. I didn't like the texture of her outfit, but I thought her outfit as a whole, the design itself looked good.
Yeah, you were looking more. You wanted more of a like an Imperial Stormtrooper that plastic
Right, with
shield.
plasticky stuff.
I think
Yeah,
it's just
I could see
would
that.
fit with the time better with that retro feel, since this is
Right.
supposed to be before A New Hope, that it would have been a little bit more, yeah, definitely that 70s kind of
Right.
science fiction vibe.
Yeah, I
And
can
which I think
definitely see that.
is going to be the hard part for all of these upcoming shows, is trying to,
Match that.
yeah, exactly. Depending on the time period, it's going to be kind of difficult because, obviously textures and the materials and the designs, a lot of things have changed, but they have been really good, I think, so far about trying to be true to that old sci-fi feel. It's just little things like that I don't really think fit personally for it. But again, her design itself, I don't think, for the Inquisitors, I don't think was terrible.
Right. Dave says he agrees about the outfit. It could have been more evil. It was like a female version of the guy from Mando.
Gideon?
What's his name?
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It kind of
a
was.
really good character. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of was kind of like that, but I don't know, a little different, I think.
Yeah,
I
just a
didn't.
different personality.
Yeah, what did
I
you
think
think?
that they kind of missed the mark on the Grand Inquisitor's pants. I don't know why that bothered me, but it's just they're kind of baggy, and the same as you're saying, Tabitha. The material itself was just a little cheap looking.
Yeah, it looked cheap, right?
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Yeah, like
Spirit Halloween.
small parachute pants from the 80s or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wrong decade, right? Not 70s, totally 80s.
1904 bell bottoms.
That's right.
Grand Inquisitor come bouncing out with bell bottoms on. That'd be awesome.
Nice.
With platform shoes, he's got the whole thing going. He's got the cane. He's just pimping it. Just pimping.
The BG's edition of Star Wars.
Spinning his lightsaber.
That's good.
If only, but the lightsaber's got to have to pulse though. It's going to have to flash different colors while he does.
Oh
it,
yeah,
so.
Right. Yeah.
Now the what was the Asian guy's character?
The third
He
brother.
looked like
I think.
Jackie Chan.
The third
didn't
brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't that look like Jackie Chan? Like Jackie Chan's making a comeback?
Way too tall to be Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I was just-
Is it? Okay, I didn't know.
They're really not
Actually-
tall enough to be.
Yeah.
They missed the mark on him too, I think.
Yeah, but that character looked pretty neat compared to the
He
other
did.
two.
Yes,
looked
I
good.
think
Compared to the
so.
other two,
He did kind of remind me of a science fiction version of one of the pirates from Davy Jones' Locker, though. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's because he was so pale or something, or the shape of his hat. But I was like, man, he really reminds me of one of those undead characters from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, for the one from the Spaniard one. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
the ghost. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, funny.
Just something about it. Like I don't think it was terrible, but that's just what it reminded me of. Like I said, I think it was the color of his skin. Yeah, the color of his skin and his hat kind of just. I was like, I couldn't get away from it. Once you see something a certain way, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with this though. I absolutely love the show. I can't wait to see tomorrow's episode. I think you're just killing it out of the park. And yet even I'm caught up in like nitpicking all the little things. This is why I didn't really want to start a YouTube channel. Just everybody wants to just nitpick apart the creativity. I don't know. Things could have been better in my opinion, maybe, but Ewan McGregor's phenomenal. He's one of the best things about the prequels, in my humble opinion, and I think he's just killing it right now with the way he's portraying this era. You know, his revelation about Anakin being alive. I mean, that whole scene is just
You can tell that it caught him. Like he was like, "What?" And you can see it. It was so well done, well performed.
There's a lot of controversy on Twitter about all of that. It's like, oh, he should have already known that. What do you guys feel about that? The fact that it's
on
like
Twitter? I don't do Twitter for that very reason.
A lot of people are saying, it doesn't make sense that Obi-Wan Kenobi would be surprised that Vader or Anakin is alive because he saw Anakin be turned, or that Anakin is Darth Vader because he saw Sidious basically knight him into the Sith hood and all that. So what are you guys' thoughts on that? I'm curious.
Here's my thing.
Well, he did. Obi-Wan did leave with Anakin with one arm missing and two legs missing.
Yeah, I was going to say that the last time Obi-Wan saw Anakin,
thought that he died.
Yeah.
The last time Obi-Wan saw Anakin was on the lava pit of Mustafar. So for about 10 years, Obi-Wan thought that Anakin died. So
how did he not know about Darth Vader though? I mean, Darth Vader was one of the most hated.
Well, he knew that he was already called Darth Vader.
Yeah, he already knew
that was Darth Vader. It's just he was called that.
Anakin is still alive at this point. And by Disney standards, he was living in a cave, literally.
Yeah, and you can tell he obviously cut himself off from the Force, at least to some degree.
Yeah,
because the scene before the one we were just talking about, where he saves Leia.
Yeah,
dude, I don't know if it's because I have daughters or what, but I lost it when he reached out and had to use the Force for the first time and to save her.
And he struggled with it. He struggled with getting the Force to come out because he has. You're right. He
for a while.
He pressed all that stuff away. He was like, "I'm done," and he got away from it.
Even when he's like, "Hold on," he couldn't get his thoughts together. It was like he's trying to figure out what to do next, and he sees her. I don't know. I loved it.
Do you feel like that's a rehashing of The Last Jedi, or not The Last Jedi, but a little bit of The Last Jedi versus the Rise of Skywalker though, with Luke Skywalker cutting himself off the Force, but in the last minute.
What movies? What movie are those?
Oh,
the non-canon,
right? The non-canon. I tell you, I do think that it's kind of a rehashing, if you will, or they took liberties from those movies, but I think they did it better. It makes more sense with Obi-Wan than it did with Luke Skywalker, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree, and I think there's some of that mirroring. What did George Lucas call it? It's kind of like a poem where things rhyme. He did a lot of that the way he did it.
Yeah, parallel
the story itself. I mean, there's even a kind of a nod to Daisy Ridley, Rey, with the little bowl of food that just kind of pops up. And he sits down, plops down on the edge of the cave. That's very reminiscent of what she was doing in that first movie.
Yeah.
But
one of the things that Whitey Wigglesworth says, if you use the Force, they sense where you are, and he wasn't using the Force, so that's why they couldn't locate him.
Yeah,
they were struggling to find him to obviously kill him or capture him.
That's a great point, Dave. Yeah, and of course, as soon as he did, now look what happened. Right?
Yeah.
But question though, how did that one Force person find him? Because he didn't use the Force, Obi-Wan didn't use the Force, but that one younger guy,
the Jedi that was later on strung up and hung.
Yeah, by his arms.
Right.
Yeah, that was a little weak for me there.
Yeah, they should have just done it by the neck.
Either that, which I figured they probably couldn't because, children are going to watch this. But I think it would have been more impactful if they would have hung him by his feet, like upside down at least. Seeing him hanging there by his chest, I thought that was a little weak. But anyway, that's beside the point.
But don't you know, Tabitha, Star Wars meant for kids, even though we see people getting their limbs cut off multiple times.
Yeah, that one scene there, they got a hand cut off. What was that, the first or second episode?
The first episode with that
Was it
lady.
the first one? The lady
Yeah.
got her
I mean,
hand.
it would be really heavy to have somebody hanging by their neck in a.
Yeah, it would be.
It'd have been a little too heavy.
And then you'd have to have your parents discuss to the kids what it's about and stuff like that.
Yeah. So.
But we saw Anakin like first choking Padme, and then later on somewhere in like A New Hope.
But that was well. Number one, that doesn't have to do anything with hanging, and secondly, that was before the wokeness. So,
now, one thing I want to critique, I liked how they filmed the series, except when they went back to prequel footage, it was too it was off for me. It was too bright and vibrant, and then it was dark and gruddy, and it kept going back and forth, and my eyes were just hurting. So. I don't know. I just one thing they could have just taken some of the episode 1 stuff or the prequel stuff and kind of dulled it down a little. They should have,
or like the old-fashioned way where they do it black and white,
or did it black and white or something.
Once a dream sequence,
something.
I actually quite enjoyed the nightmare sequence. That was like debatably my favorite part of the first episode, outside of Obi-Wan and Owen talking, but I'll talk about that later. If you guys want me to.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what did Aedo and Tony think about those shots when they went back and forth to the different cinematography?
Wonderful.
There?
It tied it all in. It gave you a taste of the old with the new what they were doing.
Right, but
brought you in. But
I'm talking about the picture itself, just the picture itself.
The color could have been muted a little.
The color grading,
possibly.
Well, listen, everything can be criticized. Not everybody's going to have the same taste of film grading. Not everybody's going to have the same taste of soundtrack.
Right.
My point.
So it's going to affect everybody differently.
I did like the music though.
It'll affect everybody differently. It's what you got out of it. Did you, at the end of it, when you finished it, did you go, that was good? Or you're like, huh?
Yeah, I did not.
You did not?
I did not. I mean, I like the first episode more than the second episode.
Oh, interesting.
For me, the second episode, the fight scenes, in my opinion, were horrible because like they were so sad. Like Obi-Wan in the hallway with those dudes when he's about ready to rescue Princess Leia. Like the fight scene was just so pathetic. Like, it's like, it was really, really sad, I thought, especially with having an actor like Ewan McGregor on there. Like it just was really bad. And then the chase scene, like they couldn't catch the little girl. That was also my issue with the first episode too. You got like 3 dudes chasing a little girl through the forest and none of them can grab her. I don't understand that.
Well, the one hit a tree by his chest.
That was stupid too because he literally boom. He just literally ran into the branch. That was so 1980s. Like it was.
And then he tripped. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that scene did remind me of the Mandalorian or Boba Fett scooter scene.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the chase scene there.
It was that quality, but also in the court or the courtyard or in the alleyway or in the marketplace. I don't know what it exactly was in the second one when Obi-Wan is trying to catch Leia. She literally brushes past his hand and keeps going. He doesn't take the opportunity to grab her.
Arthritis.
I'm like,
my hands are.
Nobody can catch this little girl. Like, what is the deal? And to me, it's too obvious that it just kind of hurt to watch.
Well,
like I said,
if Obi-Wan was using the Force at that time, he was just pinned her against the wall.
Exactly.
I forget who said this, but I do remember hearing someone saying, like, I guess it's a Boba Fett issue that started it, where their chase scenes is slow and they're lousy.
Yeah, just not as gripping, no pun intended, since nobody can catch the slippery little devil. But I I really liked the first one. I don't know what it is per se, but when they went to Alderaan, and I know there's a lot of like the green screen or as far as like the circular room and whatever technology they're using, but like the way they depicted Alderaan, because we've never really gotten to see it, of course, because reasons, that I don't know, it looked like a place that I would envision if I was reading a book set in Star Wars. And I don't know, it just seemed to capture, for me, it kind of captured it really well of what I might picture Alderaan to be. And I did like the costuming for the, what do you call them, Alderaanians? Is that what you would call them? I don't know. But I thought they did really great with Alderaan in and of itself. You know okay, guys, you're going to laugh at me. My biggest hang up with Obi-Wan Kenobi is that they just leave the meat out to rot when at the place where he works, at the butchering place. They literally blow the whistle, leave the meat to sit in the sun, and then come back. That can't be healthy. That's not good.
Well, anyways, the meat is still open because the cadaver of that beast is still. That's what they're going into. Is a big giant hole. Looks like a cave. It's actually the belly of it. So the hole is exposed anyways. It looks like giant sushi blocks though.
It's just like they leave it to sit in the sun. They're like, oh well, work day's over. I guess we'll just come back to this meat that's been sitting out all night. I don't know why, but that bothers me so much. It's not even crucial to the story, but
Dave says because there's a second shift.
Yeah, there were more people coming in. They just work around the clock.
There you go.
And they were putting salt or something on the meat before they packaged it.
I guess
you can kind of see it, but.
And then the other thing is that tiny sliver of meat. That's the only thing that poor little camel creature, goose, lizard thing got to eat. Like, that's not sustainable. Come on now. It's the small things, guys, but I can't stand it. Like, every time I saw that scene, I'm like, no, that's rotten. Don't eat that.
I think that camel thing is called a EOP, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. He's
EOP,
cute.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my biggest hang up with Kenobi is those scenes, right?
You know what else I really liked was Jimmy Smits.
Oh yeah.
Him interacting with Leia. I mean,
yeah.
Which guy is that?
He finally shows up and he's like, "Anything good today?" You know, and she they have this whole funny little banter, you know. And again, maybe it's because I have daughters.
Yeah. And that the little girl who played Leia played her well. Sounded like her attitude, what Leia would say.
Her attitude, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she captured Leia's attitude perfectly. So I thought it was she did a fantastic job.
Yeah,
I did hear some gripe on Twitter where they said I can't remember her name, but the black lady, the sister there, her acting was poorly done or something like that. And I told everyone on Twitter, I go, well, you know, they're staying true to George Lucas's prequel acting skills.
Wow.
Again, she's playing a character. She's, you know, a bratty, you know,
former Jedi
that isn't a part of the bigger crew.
Yep.
Came in. I'm sure we're going to find out more about where she came from and why she is.
She's doing it for Vader. To the good side, isn't she?
Nah, she's doing it for Vader.
You think she won't? That'd be cool.
I don't know.
I think she should die.
I've heard a lot of rumors about how all that plays out. I'm not going to talk about it here. But.
Well, there've been leaks. Have you seen the videos
there have been leaks
footage?
Something, yeah.
Not of the footage. I've heard of the story, the script being, you know.
Yeah, I've heard some things about the script too.
Yeah.
But I don't want to know about it.
I don't know if it's so much that she's a lot of people have brought this up. I don't know if it's so much that she's a bad actress as it is maybe bad writing. You know,
that's what it is.
Maybe because maybe if I've seen her in other things, then I could base it and say, well, maybe it's her acting. She's not a very good actress. But since I've only seen her in this, it doesn't. I'm not sure. I think it's more of like how they built her character versus how she's actually performing herself. I think one of the big issues for me personally is that the show, we're only going to get, what is it, like 6 or 8 episodes again, right? Because that's what they're doing these days, not 22 or 24 episodes. So they have to cram a lot into these episodes so I don't think there's enough time for proper character development. Maybe that's what the issue is with her. Like maybe it's going too fast and we don't get to know enough about her before she makes her next move. I just wonder if that's more the issue than versus she's a bad actress.
Is that what's going on? Because I've seen a couple of things. I didn't read them.
I don't think she's a bad actress. I mean,
no.
She reminds me of the sister of Black Panther from Wakanda. She reminds me a lot of her, and the acting too. I connected. I was like, reminds me of that girl.
I can't say she's an intriguing.
Yeah, you talk about her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't say that I find her a very intriguing character. Like the bad guys of this series, myself personally, they don't really feel intimidating. I'm not really interested in knowing more about them versus like Moff Gideon in the Mandalorian series. I found him very intriguing.
I think the Grand Inquisitor should have had the longer forehead, like
I think so too.
In the prequels and in the
even if he had a head the shape of a banana, I still don't think he's very interesting a character for me personally. I don't know, maybe because like a lot of people were saying they basically Snoked him like they did in the sequel series where it's like there was like this big hype and he seemed to be this powerful person and he was a man in charge, and then they just killed him, and well, I guess that was it. He wasn't as big a cheese as we thought.
Well, the Grand Inquisitor in Star Wars Rebels was like definitely more imposing, I feel like, than he has been so far in this series. This series, he seems to be more of a pushover than he was in Rebels.
Yeah, he should have.
French aristocrat comes to mind when I think of this guy.
well, when she disrespected him, that's when he should have taken her out.
Yeah.
If they would have incorporated that, that's the only thing. When I saw the disrespect that she was giving him in front of the other two, right at that point, that character would have not tolerated that and killed right there in the spot.
I think at the very least, he should like.
Then it would have made it more intimidating.
Yeah, and that character would be like, "Oh snap, this guy doesn't care."
Yeah, I think he should have pinned her to the wall and then force choked her just so, like, as a warning, like, go out of line again, I'm going to kill you. Of course.
No, nobody on the dark side takes anything of that very lightly. Listen, Vader just went around choking you because he wanted to.
Yeah,
exactly. Achoo! So this Grand Inquisitor should have choked the living daylights out of her, and then that snuffed out her lights, and that would have changed that guy's character completely.
Yes,
they were like, "Oh, okay, this guy's beast."
Yeah, this guy doesn't play around. Yeah,
doesn't play around. But he was like, "Okay, listen, next time we'll have a little wow.
Next time,
don't do it again. Here's a lollipop for your feelings and a pin. Go to your safety room."
Aedo nailed it. Like, that's brilliant.
Other than that, I loved it.
Other than that, I loved it.
I loved the whole thing. Yeah, I can't. I'm with Todd. I can't wait to see the next thing. I think it's fantastic.
Right.
But little pieces here and there. No big deal. Overall, love the thing. It was awesome.
That's right.
I can't say I'm excited for the next episode, but I am intrigued to. I'm a little. See, Vader's my favorite character, and so they say they're supposed to be bringing Vader back, and so I'm a little hesitant to want to watch it because it's like, like a lot of people, oh, here comes my favorite character. Please don't ruin Disney. Please don't ruin my favorite character. And so I kind of want to see what they do with Vader, but at the same time, I don't, because I don't want to be tainted any more than he already is by the dark side.
Nice.
I don't know. I think there's a whole lot of expectations.
There is.
From everyone. Because of how we grew up on Star Wars and the story and all of that. Yeah.
JT, we'll get that song
talking about that earlier.
It's coming, JT. Don't worry, it's coming. It's in the works.
You know what I mean? Like everybody seems to have their perception of Vader and Anakin, and you got. And if any one of those doesn't live up to some that fans' expectations, then it's shit. You know, that's good. I don't care. I don't like it. I hate it all, and I'll just, you know, and I mean, it's Star Wars. It's a movie. It's supposed to be fun. You know.
Yeah.
So,
see, I'm kind of like in the same boat with Tabitha that I'm not entirely excited to see episode 3, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm choosing to be cautiously, very, very cautiously optimistic about the series, because I was like really optimistic about like The Last Jedi, and then they pretty much pooped on my favorite character being Luke Skywalker, and so that's why I'm being like extremely very optimistic.
But you got to remember who was doing the filming, the directing, the producing, and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a big part of it.
Okay, so it's not the case with this one, and I'm going to tell you, it's like you read a book. Everybody gets to read the same book, but everybody it takes in those characters completely different.
Yeah, no,
you can put 5 people read the same book, and you're going to get 5 different personalities of one character, and everybody's going to think, oh, that's the way he's supposed to be, or that's the way she's supposed to be, and then the next person says, oh, no, this is the way she's supposed to be, because everybody has their own opinion. But the reality is, what was the initial design by Lucas? What was Vader supposed to be? And as long as you stick to that and don't put your little sprinkle of salt on it, you'll be fine.
That's right.
But I think that's where the struggle comes from, because they seem to have kicked Lucas's visions for many different things aside. And it's also the thing too, it's like too many cooks in the kitchen, right? So of course George Lucas created all these wonderful characters for us, and it's been, decades since then, and people are interpreting these beloved characters their own way. And of course, like you said, we all have Lucas's people in mind, but they're kind of shifting them a little bit in different ways. Plus we all know that there's, controversy because Disney's doing strange things with different elements and stuff like that. So you already have that I think that's a problem too anymore with television, is that in the back of our minds, at least a lot of us, we already go into watching these new things with hesitancy, with this dark cloud at the back of our mind of negativity, because it's like, all right, how are they going to disappoint us this time?
Versus that's not me, honestly.
I try not to, but like it's everywhere. So it's like, it seems like that's kind of a growing thing.
Twitter.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everybody has an opinion, and they're gonna spew their ridiculousness. And if everybody thinks they're a Star Wars expert, and they're
right? I don't get that either.
I'm not. That's why I bring you guys on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm glad you do, because listen, Tony and I are way deep into Star Wars, and we don't think like that. A true fan, honestly, just loves it for it being there. The fact that they're doing a film of Star Wars, what we love, bring it. No matter how it turns out, even with Jar Jar Binks, okay, love him.
I liked Jar Jar Binks back then.
I like Jar Jar.
Oh yeah, same.
I like the prequels. I mean, they, it has a lot of flaws. I like them.
Film. When it come out, take it for what it is and enjoy it for being Star Wars.
Right.
Because it's not me be doing Star Wars at all.
Right. That's right. I mean, I guess that's where I come from is, having to wait 3 years for one movie, and then another 3 years to find out what happened, and then another 15, 18 years before anything.
Agreed with Wes there. We all have.
So the fact that we're getting 2.5 movies lengths worth of Obi-Wan Kenobi, bring it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just like lapping it all up. I just absolutely love it.
See, I'm different about
We need
that.
more Qui-Gon, man. We need more Qui-Gon Jinn.
I do love me some Qui-Gon Jinn, but
I gotta give this show big props though, because I'll say that the original trilogy is the best in my opinion, even though I prefer the prequels. My one gripe to the prequels that the show did was actually show Alderaan, because I wanted to see more Alderaan. The prequels never did that, and I'm so happy the show actually showed us more Alderaan in general.
A little snippet of it.
Yeah, just we have more of attachment to it,
right?
So that when we see it get blown up in No Hope, we kind of have like that scene will be a bit more heavier.
You're attached to it, right? And then the whole scene where Jimmy or Bale is talking to Leia, and he's like, "One day, all this is going to be yours." Right. And then you're like, "Oh no!" Right?
It's gonna blow up.
You're gonna watch it explode.
See, but I don't need all that stuff. Like personally, I'm a different kind of person. Like I enjoy the movies, and I do get excited about like basically extended or addition, content, if you will. But at the same time, I'm just always afraid. Like even when it comes to Marvel, it's like the more we keep going, the more stuff we push out. For me, it almost like it waters down the original stories that we really enjoyed about the franchise, because again, then people kind of start tearing it down or think continuity issues. So I like books. Like for me,
everything's like continuity issues. Even George Lucas wrote continuity issues all the time.
Right.
But
which we discussed in the Ewok Adventure.
Right. Yeah. But you know what's nice about these shows is that they're TV series. They're not movies. They're not connected to the other movies. They're just shows.
But I'm gonna tell you what,
it might be added to certain things.
Felt like a movie.
Was that
this one felt like a movie?
Mm-hmm.
More than Boba Fett. This one felt like a movie.
I mean, essentially, I have to agree with like what Tabitha said, and I feel like that's part of the reason why I enjoyed like my favorite book and was now considered Legends is Kenobi, which takes place like right after Revenge of the Sith, pretty much telling about our like stories of Obi-Wan, but he actually stays on Tatooine, unlike the show, the entire time.
Well, Phil, you can't compare a book to silver screen because they're totally different things.
I mean, I understand that, but like in terms of like,
a book,
I kind of get it. It's like a different timeline time too.
Yeah, but Phil, a book, you make the movie in your mind. You're engulfed in that book, and you're making the scene. If there's a good author, it'll take you to a different world. Where in a movie, they have to present the world to a vast audience in an hour and a half or 2 hours. Yeah. It's different. That's why most movies come from books, and then they hack it to death because they had to condense it. The reader, the one who reads the book, goes, "Hey, they're missing this part and missing that part." And they're the critic,
Or there's 20 movies to explain 2 books.
Right. That's true.
You nailed it, man. Definitely a book is the way to go. If you really read. Huh? You don't read?
Me either. Don't worry.
And I guess that's the thing. I'm a big reader, and so I love what a book can bring more than a TV show, more than a movie. Wow. The nitty gritty.
Listen, I get it. I'm married.
I thought we could be friends.
Well, we could be frenemies, Tony. We could be totally frenemies.
You read for pleasure, seriously?
Tony, make
sure absolutely all the
never
time.
Go to a movie with Tabitha. Because she's going to hate it.
Definitely not.
No.
Get off Twitter, Tabitha. I'm telling you.
No, I don't let other people's opinions form mine. I absolutely will watch anything and everything if people tell me it's crap, because if I have an interest in it, I don't care what other people say. I want to form my own opinions. It's like everybody's talking about, Top Gun, Maverick, and, all this kind of stuff. And like, oh, you got to see it. It's one of the best movies that's been made in forever. I have no interest in watching this movie, so you're not going to convince me otherwise. So if I want to watch it, I will. But I'm just not.
I can relate to that. Like, I'm a huge 80s hair metal guy. But I never went back to see Van Halen, some of those other guys when they, toured 30 years later, just because I wanted to remember them the way I saw them in their prime.
Right.
Tony, you're not wearing eyeliner?
Seeing a bunch of old men on stage just doesn't do it for me.
See, and that's how I feel about Star Wars personally. It's like I love that we have new shows coming out, but at the same time, I'm like, I would honestly prefer just to stick with the originals.
Oh, you can't replace the initial impact you had when the first movies came out. There's just no any film, like the first Back to the Future, the first Batman, or the first anything. It sets the tone, and then when anything that comes after that, you're like,
Exactly.
Right. That's true.
Well, and Star Wars was really the first and one of a few movie franchise that actually was as successful or more successful with, Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi. Like, I think most people think Empire is still like the best Star Wars movie ever, and it wasn't the first one.
No,
right.
I did like Empire.
That was kind of lightning in the bottle, for Lucas, but I don't know.
It's like rare when like the sequel surpasses the original.
Very rare.
Mm-hmm. Kung Fu Panda 2 is like one of those examples for me.
What is it?
Kung Fu Panda 2. I know that's kind of off topic, but Kung Fu Panda 2 is one of the examples for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say the same thing for Two Towers and Fellowship of the Ring. A lot of people preferred the Two Towers, and I'm like, I'm Fellowship all the way, but I love them entirely. I look at them as one movie, all three of them. Lord of the Rings. They're all one movie for me. When people are like, which one's your favorite? I'm like, all of them.
So you like short men with big feet and hairy feet, right?
Big hairy feet.
I'm just going to take a note out of Tim's book. I can neither confirm nor deny.
There you go.
Tim has taught me anything. It's just go with that. Leave people wondering.
There you go.
That's it.
Leave them wanting more.
Why don't we talk about some of the cool props in the new show? Like the little droid. I mean, James Cully has already 3D modeled one, which doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, Lola. Pretty cool.
I imagine he's going to have a video out pretty soon.
That little droid reminded me of remember that movie Flubber?
Yes.
And then the yellow robot. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
They actually reminded me of the pit droids from episode 1.
Pit droids.
Yeah, I guess they were getting that.
It was also inspired by some batteries not included or something like that.
Oh, I remember that movie. Yes.
It reminds me of a ladybug.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Batteries not included was an interesting movie.
When did that movie come out?
I've never heard of it.
Batteries not included. That was an 80s movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, Tabitha never
80s,
heard of
early
80s
90s?
Batteries not included?
Let me look. I'll look it up.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay,
I would look it up, but I have no internet. So.
I'm so happy that Tabitha hasn't seen it. Makes me feel special.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. What
1987.
Why do you think I'm on Inside the Booth?
There you go.
That's right.
But if anybody wants the Lola files, on the Star Room Builders group, there is a member that shared it, and there's also James Cully from Rebel Base that has the 3D modeled it. Beautifully done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, you figured that out quickly. And it's articulated with wings that open up and the eye moves around. I mean, it's
James is
insane.
a master at that, dude.
He's good. He's really good.
He must not sleep, man.
Yeah.
He's at university.
The other prop that I want to build, I think, is the one that Flea is getting ready to, push the button and send out the message of Obi-Wan to all of the lowlife and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
The whole dash with the monitor there and the buttons and everything looks just, that is classic Star Wars, right? It's dirty. It's simple, but very effective. So I may have to redo that one. Make my own version of that for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I like that one too.
That is
I think all the props there are pretty neat.
Speaking of neat props, what do you got behind you there, Tony? Let's show everybody.
Obi-Wan or Han and Carbonite.
Sure.
He has Han Solo. He has Harrison Ford and Carbonite. See, that's the real reason why Indiana Jones hasn't come out, because he's got Harrison Ford trapped back there.
He's trapped.
Tell me, buddy.
Right.
So what? I saw some a droid head or something behind you too there, next to the Han. What's all that?
That's a whole bunch of stuff, man. I've got here.
Take us on a tour.
Yeah.
Take us on a tour. That's it.
Well, now my camera's going to be all wonky. There, we're back in focus. So this is my latest build from just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's a good video.
Droid repair shop. The 3PO head, that's from David, Whiteys Wicked Workshop. He printed that for me months ago. Actually, about a year ago. I still haven't done anything with it. Sorry, Dad. One of these days. A lot of sanding. That thing is going to need a lot of sanding. So, but,
I hate sand.
Well, it looks.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, you're already flying through space. It looks like over there, huh?
I am. Yep.
Yeah.
On my way to Tatooine.
All right.
Of course, because everybody goes back to Tatooine. It's always going back to Tatooine.
Just can't get away from it, right?
Can't get away from Tatooine.
Well, Tatooine was cool, you know. Who doesn't like desert-looking shows? Looks like a Western. That's probably why they did it.
Yeah,
most likely.
I do like the new planet. What's it called?
Decor? No.
Was that the city planet?
Yeah.
I was wishing it was Nar Shaddaa. I wish they would kind of bring some of those other places in there.
What is that from Legends or something?
Like Jedi Outcast, like Kyle Katarn and all that kind of stuff. So like from the video game or the computer games.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't know much of a gamer these days, so.
So
thank you, Wes.
Wes says sit back, drop. Tell him what you do. Tell Wes what you do, Tony.
Yeah, Wes, I've made all this, and it goes all the way around. Like
he lives in a spaceship.
Want me to show you real quick?
That's right.
Sure, I'll put you in the solo layout here.
It's legit. It's not
green screen.
So, yeah.
Look at it.
Oh, I like that frame you did around the poster there.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Love it.
You know, the little sound. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Talk about waking up and going there to your office every day and turning all that on.
He's got a
bench.
Yeah, Falcon bench over there.
Droids. And then I've even got this here.
Look at that.
That's great. I like it.
I want that.
I want that.
Well, yeah, that's like just a quick tour.
How long did it take you to make to get it to where it's at today?
A little over 2 years. I started February, March of 2020.
A good year to start a long project.
I know. It just coincided that that's when I found Brian Thompson on the Smuggler's Room, and
nice.
I never thought of doing anything like that before. You know, so it's a fun way to kind of memorialize or make the environment. The best part is though, I finally got to go to Galaxy's Edge in March this year. And I thought for sure I was going to go there, come home and look at all this and just want to rip it all out. Right. It was just the opposite. I looked around, I was like, this is legit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of what I've been able to do. And
Kind of validate for you.
Yeah.
Cool. Soul Assassin.
There you go. Soul Assassin says, check the dude with Star Wars room. I'm not jealous. Dan and Phil are jealous.
I'm a bit jealous, though, to be honest. See, that room is cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there an echo going on?
Is there?
There was.
There was
For a minute, yeah.
My chest is puffing up a little. Forgive me.
But to answer your question, the thing was Tabitha asked which planet Obi-Wan went to. It was called Dayu.
Dayu, that's right. Thank you. Yeah.
I like that city planet. That was cool.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like Tokyo or something.
Yeah, it was based on Japan.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
It's almost like a Total Recall or something like that. One of those.
Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic cities type of deal.
Now they're going to another kind of throwback. Just peep the link. What? We'll
He's subbed to your channel.
Yeah,
just subscribe to your channel.
27 is my YouTube channel.
Yep, and that's in the description down below. I got all the everyone's YouTube channels down below.
I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers, guys.
Yes, even yours, Tabitha.
Yeah, I had
even though you're not showing your face, it's okay.
I had to.
I am showing my face. It's just not moving.
I had to pay Dan to have a link to your channel just to make you feel special over there, Tabitha.
Oh well, I like to feel special from time to time. It doesn't happen every day. So.
I don't know.
Anyways, I want to mention this. Yes, I liked the second episode better than the first one.
Did you now?
Why? Did. I don't know why. It just intrigued me more. I don't know why.
You didn't
Maybe
fall
because
asleep?
it was. No, I didn't.
You told me you fell asleep.
I fell asleep in the first episode. Yes, I was getting bored.
Look at Aedo's face over there. He is just disappointed. He's reconsidering.
But I did rewatch it. I had to rewatch it. And then but I liked the second one better. I did enjoy that better.
This is something I've noticed too. I streamed some of the celebrations since I couldn't be there. So jealous of those that got to go. But Ewan actually jumped back on the main stage at one point and interrupted the stream just to say thanks to everybody. And was like, I'm going to be over here for about 20 more minutes. Come on over and see me. I'm like, why do you feel like you have to ask anybody? Was there not people coming to? I don't understand that.
For real.
They didn't get much love at all from the prequels, right? It was nothing but hate for Jar Jar and some of that.
Which is stupid.
They didn't have all the social media. They didn't have Instagram, YouTube, and all of that then, so that people could really the new generation of people growing up, that's their Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right. And they love it and love everything about it. So now that he and Hayden both are getting a chance to kind of feel some of that love, I think it's great. Because Ewan, was one of the best things about the prequels in my opinion. But
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the Phantom Menace, I didn't really care that much about. I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi was cool, but he wasn't like my main event. But as far as Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, definitely, I feel like he was really the star for me. Even though it was supposed to be, the origins of Darth Vader, I just thought I really liked Obi-Wan Kenobi in those two movies more than anything.
And you mentioned too, like Moff Gideon, how menacing he seems, and Ewan being, such a great Obi-Wan. I think a lot of that just comes down to great acting. Like some of those guys are just amazing and can convey that emotion, and that fierceness, that regardless of where they are or what's around them, they're just good actors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they do it. It's amazing to me, but I think that's really what sets them apart from everybody else. You know, if you have problems with some of them, that maybe it's, you know, the way the script is written, but more than likely it's just the actor hasn't spent enough time working through that to really convey what's on the paper, you know, or they just can't. But I can't do it, so I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm not one to criticize. And I think Reva's great. I mean, I love it. She, you know, stabs the Inquisitor. I thought it was wonderful. It's
that
like,
wasn't interesting.
and to your point earlier, Aedo, like if he had force choked her or threw up against the wall or did something physical to really threaten her, like he probably wouldn't have got stabbed in the gut. I'm just saying.
Yep, he would have set the tone, but he didn't. He showed weakness, and she took advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Of course, the big question is, how did he survive a lightsaber through the midsection?
I got a theory of that.
What do you think?
Okay, so, and this kind of comes from playing the first Force Unleashed game, right? About how, like, after Darth Vader stabs Starkiller through the chest and then yeets him out of the space, and then the droid kind of like takes Starkiller back immediately to a medical station. That's essentially my theory, but of course, tweaking a little bit into like one of the Inquisitors essentially doing that, and then we won't see the Grand Inquisitor again until like Episode 6, where we'll have like this big epic duel between Obi-Wan and Vader probably at first, and then it would transition into the Grand Inquisitor and Reva and Vader dueling each other. Hence the death of the third sister.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll find a back to tank or
Back
something.
to tank.
Toss it.
There you go.
Well, that does seem to be the current trend.
Yeah.
Back to tank.
Thanks, Boba Fett.
Old man.
Yeah.
Old man Fett.
And
Yeah,
if
I got one of those.
And if we don't
Back
get
to tank?
Yeah, because I'm old.
That's how you stay young, right?
That's why I stay looking the way I do.
Nice.
And if we don't get Captain Rex in here doing the bantha, I'll be sad.
And Captain Rex sitting there asking for money out of his helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Isn't that who that was, or no?
No, it was a different clone.
How do you know?
Yeah. He had blue.
They all look alike.
Well, because here, like, I believe
He didn't have a
this
beard
time,
like Captain Rex did, right?
Oh, he had the beard, but Captain Rex is with two other clone troopers at this time, and Captain Rex is bald. You have to see Rebels to see what I mean.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing too. I don't keep up with like everything that Star Wars has ever made, so I guess it's difficult for me to maybe sometimes appreciate certain things or understand and comprehend because like I've never seen the Clone Wars TV show and the Rebels and all that stuff.
You're missing
never
out.
done any of it.
Oh yeah, you're missing
Yeah,
out.
you're missing out. Tabitha.
All of it.
I've been told I need to watch it. I just never have.
I definitely
on my
recommend
to-do
watching
list.
Clone Wars and Rebels.
You know, if it's not on my inside the booth calendar schedule, I'm not watching it.
Okay, Dan.
I blame it on Dan. You know?
Okay, Dan. Here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to do. Next May, have it be Clone Wars and Rebels just to get this woman over here to watch.
Caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I love that idea. Because it does. It fleshes out the story of Obi-Wan and Hayden quite a bit.
okay.
Yeah, I think you may enjoy it, Tabitha, because it definitely fleshes out the whole story about what Obi-Wan meant by like he was a good warrior and an amazing pilot.
Well, I mean, I already got that from Revenge of the Sith. I mean, piloting skills.
There's a lot more.
Okay.
Fleshes it out better.
Yeah.
I'll just read the book, guys. Don't worry. I got it.
I'll read the book. I'll read the cartoon book. March 2005. Oh, where's cartoon?
And then I'll know all the details that you guys will never know because
it's in the book. Because it's in the book. Right. So Assassin says, watch the 2005 Clone Wars cartoon. You can kill it in 2 hours. That's true, because they didn't make too many episodes of that one, did they?
Oh, no.
That was the first time, right? Plus. That was like the first time of making the Clone Wars, and then they decided to make it a 3D animation after that.
Yeah, so like that Clone Wars that Soul Assassin is a different version of the Clone Wars than the one with Ahsoka in it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because like
I will.
Oh, you go ahead.
I will say that maybe it's because I don't know anything about this character, and I think that's what intrigues me, except for what we saw in like Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. I am looking forward and curious to the Ahsoka series because she seems like a very fascinating character. And again, because I think for me, guys, honestly, that's what I would want more out of Star Wars. Excuse me, Dan, I'm trying to talk.
Sorry, excuse me.
I'm just kidding. I would like less about the characters that we know and love and more about different characters. Like new characters. I think that's one reason why I really, really enjoyed The Mandalorian. I really liked a lot of those characters because, they brought us back. They remind us of different characters. Obviously The Mandalorian reminds us of Boba Fett. And then Cara Dune was from Alderaan. And Grogu, of course, looks like Yoda. But they were different characters. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I really like that. So you don't have a chance to ruin, really, too much of what we might know and love about our original characters, but we still get Star Wars. And so I'm looking forward to the Ahsoka series just to see what they do. Although I've heard rumors about them bringing Grand Admiral Thrawn in there, and some people are on the but I mean, I thought he was great. In the books, he was fantastic.
I'm just letting you know, Tabitha, this Grand Admiral Thrawn is not the book version. It's the Star Wars Rebels version.
Oh, I don't know what that means because he's really amazing in the books.
Okay, long story short, it's that like the ones in the book is a totally different version than the Disney version. Well, I don't just say totally different, but it's a different version.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Well, I mean, it's just speculation, right, Phil? I mean, because we won't know until we see it. But
but
I've heard that too. I've heard that too.
I'm also partially basing that off of Rebels as well.
Right.
I think
also in.
I think they'll mix it too. The book.
I'm hoping.
That would be nice.
They probably will.
Yeah.
Imagine so. He's pretty evil.
Aedo's been quiet for a little bit.
I'm listening.
He's like a sophisticated evil, though, and I think that's what's really amazing and really captivating about Grand Admiral Thrawn. And not only that, because I don't know if the cartoons explain that or not, but the Empire was pretty prejudiced against alien creatures, and so the fact that he became a Grand Admiral and being what's his species called? The blue people with red eyes. What is that species? I don't remember what species that is in the Star Wars.
Somebody help us in the chat.
Yeah.
In the chat, help us.
Chiss.
Chiss, that's right. I was close. I knew there was a double S in there somewhere. So I think there's a really intriguing background in the fact that somehow this guy, this alien creature, this non-human, was able to achieve status of Grand Admiral. And like I said, there's this elegance about his maliciousness that makes him such an intriguing villain. So I would like to know more about that and see how they portray that.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
That's all I got. Anybody else?
JT, what ghosts you've caught, Dan?
Oh, probably about 3.
How many?
About 3. I do about 2 to 3 a day.
Nice.
My oh gosh, I can't even.
Ghost trap.
Not my ghost trap. The containment unit. My containment unit is getting full. So.
Is that why we saw David in the chat? Because
the containment unit is getting full.
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
That's right. He's on the loose.
Sorry,
Dan
just the way you said that, I'm like, oh. TMI, Dan.
And to Tabitha's pleasure, Dan's going to run a month-long marathon of Ghostbuster Afterlife.
I'll be busy that month.
That was good. That's good.
I'm already planning on rubbing my face full of poison ivy that month, so I'm out.
Hey, Dave at Wiki Workshop, he'll tell you about poison ivy. He got it.
He did tell us about it. That was a very fun and interesting episode. And then Tim chimed in with his own stories. So I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
when Whitey is like, honey, I swear I don't have, what was it, hepatitis? Not hepatitis, whatever. Anyway, I'll just stop talking.
Don't even.
Hey, you gotta get better, buddy. You gotta get better. Again.
That's it. Get better. Brett, hello. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Herpes. JT says herpes.
Herpes. That's what it was.
Herpes.
Dave doesn't want us to mention that.
Right.
Shh. Yeah.
It's just between us guys. Don't tell anybody else.
Be quiet.
Yeah, say hi to the milkman.
Hey, GilkMan.
What's up, milkman? How you doing?
Oh, so now whenever I see Thomas in the chats, I purposely call him Milkman just to bring my inner Dan out. And he usually tells me to go screw myself.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad you got some talk like that here.
There you go.
Last time was a habanero pepper. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, you've had a rough go of it these last few months, Dave. You need to.
Maybe he needs to learn to wash his hands more often.
He says same area. Habanero pepper and poison ivy, same area.
You learn the COVID wash.
Y'all know what that area is.
I don't.
Yeah, wash
I
your hands
want to
more
know
often.
what the
Come on.
area is.
Wash your hands and say your prayers because Jesus and germs are everywhere.
Yeah. Don't mess with that and go to the restroom. It doesn't work out well. No good.
Ouch.
Yep. Cheers to you, Dave, and your poison ivy itch.
He was frolicking in the poison ivy.
I could totally see Whitey frolicking. I really could. Totally.
And all that, he still won't spill the beer.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. I did say it. I said that's nuts. And then he told me, "Oh, nice pun." Yep.
Wow.
Did you see his eye? Did you talk to him in video conference? His
no,
eye
it
was
wasn't
swollen
video.
pretty bad,
No,
though.
He didn't show me his eye.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. So I don't know what he did, but yeah. So prayers for Dave.
Yeah, prayers for Dave. You must be allergic to poison ivy. Take some Benadryl or some kind of
and habanero.
Take some allergy medicine. Go to the doctors. Get some. What do they give you?
Ointment.
No,
Ointment.
not ointment.
Preparation H. Oh, it's hemorrhoids.
The antibiotics.
Whitey's got all kinds of problems based on us. Like,
was it last time?
He's got to sit on a donut.
Time, yeah, when I was 18 and I got poison ivy, they gave me antibiotics and then like this medicine that had steroids in it or something. So that was
but you said something. You can combine something and then put it on.
Yeah, I put this last time that I got it. I read on the internet and they said use apple cider vinegar, and then you can dilute it a little bit. Put it in a spray bottle and just spray it on there, and it dries it out, and then it's okay for the day. And then you do it. You know, you got to do it in the morning and at night. But yeah.
And that was Dan's helpful hints here on Inside the Booth. Subscribe to our channel for more Inside.
So if you have the itch, Apple cider vinegar is for you.
That's right.
Pour it all over yourself. Take a bath.
I love how we're talking about Star Wars, and now we're talking about ointments and itch creams.
Well, yeah.
It's David Whitey. That's why.
He does that, doesn't he? He has a gift.
He does. He's not even on the damn show.
He's not even
making us talk about it.
He's making us talk about him.
And if you want another way to relieve that itch, go to the Inside the Booth store to get the flamethrower that's still in production.
Oh, it's right. We're working on it.
Mm-hmm. You go ahead and use that flamethrower on yourself when you got the itch.
Right.
Make sure you film it. We want to see it.
Burn it off.
Go to the restroom and go to town, baby.
Be sure to tag us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter if you do that.
Wes says he's here for Dan's helpful hints.
Right.
Thanks, Wes. We got more to come.
Oh yeah.
Hey Dan,
magic elixirs.
Dan, what's that thing in front of you there?
This is my microphone.
That's the one he made. He made
this.
Okay.
What was?
I like it. That's so cool.
I forgot what the numbers were, Dan. I can't
forgot
remember.
the numbers too.
I forgot the numbers.
And it says it does something to C-3PO. C-3PO's like how rude or something like that. I don't remember what he says, but he's like,
yeah, it's Jabba's palace, right?
Yeah, Jabba's palace. That's right. Now, what I want to do, which I don't know if it's gonna hurt the microphone part, but I want to put the lights inside. But I don't know if that'll mess up with the frequency of the microphone. I guess I can try it.
Good.
And if you get a high pitched noise, then I'll have to take it off.
Yeah, please don't
Blow
do
in
that.
hum, baby.
Right.
So, here we are.
Dan, if you hit up Tinius on Star Room Builders Group, he did one for Light Week's Workshops Challenge. And
the dollars. The dollars.
Yeah, he put a lighting in to find out what lighting he put in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he did a really good one.
Yeah, I saw that. It was kind of small though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Listen, for $15, he knocked it out of the park.
It's just like a little
It's not bad at all.
prop that sets up. Yeah. Hi, Mom. Everybody's saying hi to my mom already.
Hi, Mom, Marina.
Hi, Mom.
Here we go. Hi, everybody.
I'm glad you joined now, not earlier.
Yeah.
Probably
Habanero and poison ivy. You would have loved it.
I would have loved it. My mom.
She might have her own helpful tips. That might be where Dan gets it from, you know?
That's it.
Could be.
That's it, Jake, right there. TT8. Is it an I or an L? Y7.
TCALY7. I think it's no.
Yeah, the gatekeeper droid.
Are you the gatekeeper?
I'm the keymaster droid.
All right, so what's next on the agenda?
What
are we talking about? We talking about Phil?
Talking about Phil now. Phil, you know.
His lightsaber. We're talking about you and your lightsaber, man.
That's it.
Do it, Phil.
Forget you heard that.
Power on.
Power on.
Power on.
Kind of took the magic away, didn't it?
There we go.
The Dollar Tree Jedi.
Yes, we heard that.
Forget you. That's good. That's good, Tony. Forget you ever heard
Forget you heard that.
Forget you ever heard
that.
Oh,
gosh.
That's brilliant.
Dollar Tree Jedi. I love it. That's going to be your new name.
That's great.
That was good.
The last thing I'll say, since I may not be on the show ever again, they may not invite me back. No, I truly do love this Obi-Wan series, and I'm very anxious to see. I can't wait to see tomorrow's episode.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be great.
They're gonna bring it on tomorrow. I thought it was every Friday.
Friday was just a special thing because they didn't want to have it on the Star Wars day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So one last question before we end this. What did you guys think of the props and the costuming? I know we talked a little bit about it, but what did you think about it? Like, did you pay attention to the props in the background and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Were we supposed to?
Well,
I did.
You didn't get your homework assignment, Phil, for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series?
I just can't help myself. Like I'm looking for things to build.
See, I blame Tabitha. When in doubt, just blame Tabitha.
You know how many just call me scapegoat. Just call me scapegoat.
Well, Dan, to answer your question, you got to go back and watch it again because there's so much that little details that because you're so excited about watching it that you miss it.
Or you
miss
fall
all
asleep
those little tiny
and
little
you miss everything.
Yeah. So
I'll
be rewatching and rewatching.
Right.
And
so in your builder eyes, what have you seen so far that caught your eye that you're like, ooh, that looks cool? I might want to build something like that.
So the droid, the little Lola droid, of course.
Okay, right.
I'm guarantee you that's going to be a toy.
Probably
already is.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I mean, an official like Hasbro toy.
No, they just there's a packaging already for it.
They're on top of it, of course. Yeah,
of course. Merchandising. Like I mentioned earlier, though, that monitor where Flea is getting ready to send the message out to everybody to look for Obi-Wan. That whole display, the buttons and everything is.
That's what you pulled out of it. That is cool.
Super cool, yeah. Some of the interiors that towards the end of the second episode where Leia puts that little, I don't know, it looks like a droid collar of some sort, but it goes into like a droid socket and then it lights up. You know that part of it? That looks pretty cool too.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be more.
I'm sure.
No doubt.
What about you, Aedo?
I would like to. Well, to me, I want to recreate because everybody's printing out Lola, right? But I want to do the destroyed version of it. When that guy grabs it and smashes it, and you have all the internals coming out, and you see the little light dimming, and then boom. I would like to recreate that, and then do the little light dimming, and it'll come back on, and like it's malfunction. Yeah. So
that'd be cool.
A sentimental thing, because Leia was heartbroken that happened.
Yeah. That little girl. Now she doesn't really look 10 though. The girl that they picked to play the part.
But if you remember, of course, Carrie Fisher was short. So I was like, I noticed that too. She looks like more like she's 7 or something. But I was like, well, but she's kind of supposed to be short.
Gotcha.
I think she was 8.5, something like that when they filmed it.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know for sure. But that's what I've heard, and I agree. When she runs, it's just a little bit awkward. You expect a 10-year-old to have a little bit more.
Yeah, her legs to stretch and go faster. Yeah.
Now, really quickly, in the second episode, when does she know? Like, does she learn his name? Does he tell her he's Obi-Wan Kenobi? I forgot.
No, he introduces himself as Ben.
Okay, because I was thinking to myself later on, I'm like, I don't understand. Why wouldn't she later on, when she reaches out to him in A New Hope, say, again, I was trying to think, obviously we know why she didn't say, you were the guy that saved me when I was a little girl, but I was like, wouldn't she have remembered that, when she was little? But if he didn't introduce himself, then that totally makes sense. Okay, thank you.
That's actually also brings up some more of my other theories too, about how like when Luke Skywalker comes in and says, "I'm here with Ben Kenobi," and how she spirks up when she says Luke says Ben Kenobi, and how she says it. Maybe that's she remembers Ben from, I guess, the Kenobi show. And they try and go that
route. She remembers him because he was like a war hero or whatever like that served with the Clone Wars with her father, because she pushed that in the message.
Well, yeah,
she knows who he is.
But maybe like by name, like saying Ben Kenobi, maybe she remembers that guy that helped her, and she didn't really make a connection until potentially then.
That's possible.
Well, that's where they got to be careful, And Deborah Chow and Ewan both have said in multiple interviews that they were very mindful of the canon, and that
that's good.
Once this series is done, we can watch, Revenge of the Sith, watch this show, and then go right into Rogue One and A New Hope, and it all makes sense.
They're making a Rogue One series too, aren't they?
Yeah,
I think I saw a commercial for that.
Andor, yeah.
Andor, yes.
That's going to be pretty good, I think, too.
It's not supposed to come out like in a few months, like 2 months.
I don't know, something.
I don't remember. But I like the music for it. It was a very interesting trailer.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, does everybody like my cup? I bought this.
I actually thought that was the only approved cup.
I hope you bought it, otherwise you stole it, and then we'd have questions.
That's true. Someone would have questions. I bought it over the weekend. I bought it. Found a little mom and pop coffee shop out of nowhere, and I'm like, and they were selling handcrafted clay mugs and cups. And I was like, oh, cool. And I love that stuff.
Slap an inside the booth sticker on it. There you go.
Right. I love that stuff.
Local.
You can't see it, but I have a bunch of them hanging right now.
Nice.
Yeah. I know that was off subject.
That's what we do here.
I like your droid, Aedo, behind you.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Yep.
My salad bowl droid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
I like it.
I think it was like 2 bowls at the Dollar Tree and some PVC pipe and greeblies, a bunch of greeblies.
Oh, you did PVC pipe for the legs?
Yeah, sweet. Pipes, and then I got a video on my YouTube channel to show you how to build them.
Sweet.
So if you were to touch that, will the whole thing fall over?
No.
No? Oh, look at that.
No, it's got 3 legs. It's a tripod.
I love the pistons that you add to the leg. That's super cool.
Oh, the hydraulics?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hydraulics.
That really sells it. That's cool.
And then the decals and all that good stuff. Yeah, it's only God, I gotta go this way. All greebly stuff that I had laying around, and parts and LED lights and all that good stuff, and the lid is magnetic up top, and so yeah, it stays. It's not going anywhere. It's really sturdy.
Nice.
So for a few bucks, you can make your own droid at the house.
Sweet.
Nice.
Hear that, everybody? Go check out FatWorks in the description below.
Yeah, we got some new videos coming out on a couple props. I'm doing a new prop, which is, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm doing this Halloween. I wasn't going to do Vikings, but I changed it. I'm actually doing Ratatouille from Disney.
Oh, sweet.
So I just put up the file for the bottle for Chateau Ego, the bottle and the label. I vectorized the whole label, redid it so it's free to download and fun stuff. So as I make the props, I'm going to be putting up the videos for that. I'm going to have a fantastic little bistro outside of the front of the house, full scale. I'm going to have a kitchen set up. I'm going to have Remy from Ratatouille actually on top of the pot and have smoke coming out. It looks like he's cooking. I'm going to put an Arduino on his neck so he moves from side to side, running some coding and some lights and all that fun stuff. We have fake food that we're making. We're going to be showing how to make fake food.
This is how you make fake food, everybody.
You make fake food, from breads to cakes to creme brulee to bean. I'm going to show everybody how to make them. They're really good. Looks very professional, very easy to do.
Cool.
Caramel apples, everything.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It's a little separate from Star Wars. It's a little something different. So I'm bringing it into the channel. Just not only
now that Star Wars is Disney, everything connects. So it really goes with Star Wars. There you go.
That's right. There you go. It's Disney. Ratatouille.
Look, we got I got the chef coats. They came in already. I got the chef pants. I got the hats.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
French flags coming. I had like 10 French with poles, and we're going to be hanging them out. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to actually be serving. We have a menu, and the menu has Ratatouille. It says Ratatouille. Dinner menu says appetizers. It says, in fact, I have it right here. which I designed it. And the first one, it says appetizer, bite-sized candy. Entree, it says plate of delicious candy. Side is house special candy. Desserts, it says a sweet taste of more candy. And then drinks, it says a cold glass water served at your own house. So that's going to be out for the kids to look at, and they can order candy.
Nice. That's so fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We do it. We've been doing it every year until COVID hit. When COVID hit, we were running straight. Every year we had a different haunt. One year we had full all Star Wars, full scale First Order Stormtroopers made from the ground up. You name it, the whole interior of a ship we had done, and people walked through it. We had a haunted house of Ghostbusters, which we had over 300 people show up to that walk through haunted house. It took 3 days.
Nice.
I think I spent on that haunt was almost $3,000 to $4,000 to build.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we had Ghostbusters. There was a group called the North Florida Ghostbusters. They came out. They had the Ecto 1, and they were out here with proton packs and everything. It was phenomenal. And as you walk through the scenes, it took you through the movies. We had every area set up like parts of the movie, all the way to the very end.
Wow.
It was fun. Yeah,
That's amazing.
That is cool.
Really
is cool.
full
Remember
size.
Aedo's house?
Yeah, and last year everybody showed up and like, "Are you guys doing anything?" And I'm like, "No." I go, "Well, next year we'll do." Now we're doing Ratatouille. We just put the announcement out. I think it was last night. If you go to my Facebook page,
you should do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one time too. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I always wanted to do one of the Ninja Turtle suits, so I
Oh,
may.
there you go. That'd be sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be cool. Party at Aedo's house.
That's right. That's right.
And maybe do the van. So it'd be kind of cool. Full scale.
There you go.
Yes. Yes. Sorry.
Phil's coming. Phil's gonna go to your house even if he has to walk there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing a live cast of myself and then modeling the suit off of me and then doing that and doing
Oh, wow.
If Aedo wasn't before, just to mention that he's thinking about doing the turtle fan.
Go Ninja, go. For sure. And I'm down.
New hero.
I love anything that I grew up in Ninja Turtles. The only thing I won't do is He-Man stuff, man. That's it.
Right.
You don't want to work.
You don't want to run around with your shirt off. Are you sure?
No. I'll let Dave do that. Dave will run around without a shirt. He's a good-looking guy.
Scarif, the Scuttlebutt podcast. What's up, bro?
Hey,
how are you?
Hey.
We're pretty much ending. So.
Hey Dan, can I mention something real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Next week, is that okay? You okay with me doing that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, just wanted to announce that next week, Fabworks Live is back on. We took a month off because of a whole Star Wars celebration and weekend and all that good stuff that's been going on, people prepping. So we are going to have Fabworks Live back on next Monday, 8 o'clock. It's going to be a biggie. You might want to come out and check us out, too. I'm here and I'm over there.
That's right.
Fun stuff. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you.
Hey, no problem. Where else can people find you since you're saying all that stuff?
Yeah. Well, obviously Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you go, Dan put on the links there. Go check me out. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And if you attend next week's show, we have one heck of an announcement coming out. Tony knows what it is, and so does Dan. But I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. If you're a big Star Wars fan, next week's show on Monday, 8 o'clock, be there, Fabworks Live. You're going to see something really, really cool. And if you're creative, you're an artist, and you get involved, you have an opportunity to win some amazing prizes. That's all I got to say. I'll leave it as that.
Intriguing. Man, Aedo knows how to sell a commercial, doesn't he?
He does.
He does.
Thank you.
Tabitha, tell people where they can find you.
Well, you can find me here on Inside the Booth. Yes, you can. Every Tuesday and Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you can also find me on my own channel, Dreaming Tabitha, where I do all kinds of artwork. And this Saturday, I have another live stream where I'm teaching YouTubers how to paint. And I'm going to be announcing this week who I'm going to have, a special guest. I'm super excited. And it's been really fun, this little journey of teaching other people how to paint. And just some wholesome entertainment, usually at 10 o'clock on Saturdays if I can help it, just to have that Saturday morning cartoon kind of feel. So grab some cereal and head over to my channel on Saturday.
Awesome. She's good too, isn't she?
She is.
I learned from Aedo.
Tony, tell them about yourself.
Hey, yeah. Docking Bay 327 YouTube channel. I'm on Instagram as well. And I'm a member of the Star Wars Room Builders group on Facebook. And so along with so many talented people there. But basically, it's my YouTube channel walks you through how I built all of this from scratch and mostly out of junk and spare parts that I found lying around. So come on out and check it out.
Pretty sweet.
And I'm close. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh,
If it helped me get there, that would be really
congratulations.
Awesome.
That's it.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't believe that there's many folks that are interested. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Phil, go ahead, little bro. Tell me.
Okay. Well, like Tabitha, you can find me here sometimes, as well as you guys can find me on Twitter and the YouTubes, where I do like open mic streams where I send an invite to come onto the panel and we can just hang out. I also do gaming streams, and I've been doing this series on Saturdays where I've been interviewing people. This Saturday I'm taking the day off of streaming, so the following Saturday I am planning to do a different type of stream that I will announce when everything's more confirmed. So check out my Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for.
How was that, Aedo? Did they get an Aedo approval?
You're good, bro. You're good.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Scarf loves cereal, he said, Tabitha. So
Excellent. We'll grab some, Ro, and come on over on Saturday.
So yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you everybody that's on the panel to be here.
It was my pleasure, Dan.
All right, thank you, Tabitha. I'm glad you showed up.
I hate it.
Miss one, man. She's perfect timing. Go ahead. Sorry, Dan. My bad.
Oh, that's okay. I was just gonna say, everybody, don't forget.
You gotta tell them Silent Breed is people!
Because it's 2022, and we wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't tell you.
That's right. That's
exactly.
Right. And don't forget to support us by going and getting some merchandise. Or
buy our stuff.
We also have a Patreon that you guys can become members. And just if you feel led to support us in any way, you can support us for as little as $1 a month. Or we can go all the way up to $1,000 a month.
$1,000
if we choose to do so.
And Dan will do your laundry and draw you a bubble bath.
I will draw your bubble bath, and then I'll leave.
That's right. Everybody needs privacy.
That's right. So here you go. You can watch the merchandise video one more time.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And that is beautiful. Actually, I should probably We should probably re-edit that, Tabitha, where it says instead of where the real money of the movie is made, we should say podcast or show.
Well, when I talk to Mel Brooks tomorrow, after he's had his luncheon with everybody else, I will ask him if he will do a special recording for us.
Okay, that sounds great.
I'll get his people to call my people.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We love you all.
Yes. Well, some
everybody,
of you.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Everybody, have a good night. Draw me in a bubble bed. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to read the things real quick. Okay.
Just end it.
That's it.
Just end it.
And the flamethrower is going to come soon.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Are you not entertained?